voice is kind of a mess. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sound great.
Right?
Yes.
What about if I go here? Wasn't really a joke. I'm going to read two stories. They're both really short. The first one's kind of funny, and the second one is kind of spooky. Actually, I'm going to do something I really hate when people do. I'm going to tell a story about the story before I tell the story. Which is going to be longer than the story. So for a really long time, I tried to write, and I just couldn't. I mean, like 10 years or something I was trying to write, and I just couldn't start writing because I was so, like, I didn't know what was going to happen in the story. I was like, well, how can you write it if you don't know what's going to be in the story? And I spent all this time trying to plot my stories out, and I don't know, it's really bad. And so then one day I signed up for a class in how to write horror fiction taught by Dennis Etchison. I don't know if anyone knows him, but he was kind of big in the 80s. He only ever wrote short stories, so he never got famous. I went to the class and I asked him, like, how do you write a story, you know? And he said, well, what I do is I sit down and I start typing, and then when I get to the end of the story, then I stop. Okay, that's crazy. And then he told me something that Bradbury is apparently famous for saying, though I've never heard it. There's a Bradbury quote that says that a writer jumps off a cliff and builds his wings on the way down. And oh, okay. So then I went home and I started writing, and then I never stopped. So eventually I wrote this story, and it's called On the Way Down, a story for Ray Bradbury, and it was in the Book Review. A man jumps off a cliff. I'm going to need some wings, he thinks. He reaches into his backpack to get some things, wood, nails, a hammer, some string, and then he gets down to work building. The ground is coming up awful fast, he thinks. I better work a little quicker. The wings he's building just began to flap when the man suddenly slams into the ground. Little bits of the man go everywhere. It's a mess, really, it's awful. But then, lo, the angel rises up, effortlessly out of the wreckage. You know, it says, these actually work quite well, and it whizzes off to find breakfast.